Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mac. This is the end of Mnestic memory. And I very nearly said my closing line immediately. Whoops. The fathoms of Escor slowly lose grip on this world, and soon reveals the fathoms of the distortion that was hidden beneath it. I see residents of the backstreets in their blissful highs from taking the canned experiences, and a man who's watching them with disapproval. Why? Why is everyone running away from all this? A baker, always surrounded by the smell of freshly baked bread. A florist who makes lovely bouquets for graduating youngsters. A photographer who captures beautiful sights to remember. There are our lives, our experiences. You want to be a billionaire with an extravagant mansion in a nest? The legendary fixer who can make the syndicates cower in fear just by going on a stroll? What you get from those cans is not real. Is everything in your lives, all of this, just empty means to an end so you can get high on fake purchased experiences nailed in a can? If that's all your life is, then my life and the photographs I've taken are all... No, it can't be. My life, those experiences and memories I've photographed are different. You're all blindly consuming fake experience after fake experience without a care about the real thing. That's why you're all floundering, grasping at illusions. So, let me show you the things I've shot. The memories. The experiences. The reality of your lives. It was only in passing, but I glimpsed an unmistakable grimace, a scowl on Mersault's face. I reflected upon the events of today, and could at least begin to guess as to why that might be. You don't believe there's any experience in either the canned experience or that guy's photographs, do you, Mersault? Because experiences and memories aren't the same thing. What really distinguishes them, I wasn't sure. Correct, manager. But what I knew was that the distinction was, for whatever reason, important to Mersault. Huh? A figure materializes into humanoid form, swirling out of the projector. He must be the distortions, and next to him is another figure, stumbling out in a giant suit of armor. Blimey, that thing's still alive? It is but an overlay of fathoms created within a distorted space. The concept of life and death has little meaning for such a thing. Yet faint does she grow, it must be that the distortion's power is waning. Hark, accused one, for these are your crimes. The crime of fomenting chaos in a foreign wing, while impersonating Shunokun's Salpipio of Salpipio Argo Industries. The crime of exploiting the suffering of Salpipio Agro Industries downtrodden as a mere veil for one's own fathoms. And, though it be but a part of reenactment, impersonating a military commissioner of the kingdom without the royal decree. Pursuant to the law of the homeland, the accused is to be sentenced to death by beheading. And before we even had the chance to step in or anything, the faint mirage-like warrior brought down her sword on the docugrapher's neck, decapitating him. Can an entity of the fathoms slay one outside it? Such an instance has heretofore never been observed, but as it is happening right now, before our eyes, I can only say yes. Gyeong-eop is a woman of principle. She would have done the same thing to the bitter end had she truly been here. As the headless body of the inflection point crumples onto the floor, Im Jeong's shape slowly phases out of reality. And we found ourselves back in the projection room. And there! No way! Don't tell me that headless corpse is... We found a large group of injured Encore staff thrown pell-mell about the room, and Ezra, who was looking down at the headless body of the docugrapher. We didn't have any time to intercept. Promise.
승부수가 먹혀들었군. 판세는 완벽히 우리에게 있었다. 정착지를 찾을 때까지 이 기세를 잃지 않기를.
Don Quixote took the most damage. I'm willing to bet that's because she kept taking the bleed hits. Oh hey, we got over 500, we got 600 boxes out of that. 9.526, the subject. Yeah, right on. Gotcha, team leader. And that's the initial report done. Good work, guys. Tucking her radio back in, Ezra commended us in a relieved voice. The distortion has perished in the mission. Will that not cause trouble? Yeah, that kinda sucks, but it's not like you guys could help it. Who would have thought that the distortion would kill its own inflection point? If we knew that in advance, we probably would have prepared something to stop it, but... Well, that's for the LCD and team leader to investigate. All in all, this mission was still a success since we managed to eradicate that distortion from Encore, not to mention satisfying our client. Also... Ezra looked down toward Angdu with a light-hearted shrug, clearly less concerned than she had been. Now I finally know why you've been disappearing on your own without letting us know. Glad you don't seem to have any more reason to though, so it's all good. Hey, that's the real win of this mission in my book. Phew-wee, the point is we did it! We did the thing, it's done! Oh gosh, I swear I'm never doing one of these without the team leader ever again. Seriously, I got this close to losing it more than a few times. It seemed that the responsibility of looking after her LCD juniors had made her stressed and high-strung throughout the mission. I hadn't noticed it, but her brows had finally relaxed, bringing back the chipper Ezra I was more familiar with. Thus, I shall not abide by more of your indolence. You will now join us on missions and tasks you are expected to. Is that understood, Mentor? Dude, would you mind releasing the hems of my sleeve? Oh, what I wouldn't give to go lie down and pass out right about now. The raw emotion in Kim's voice had likewise faded, and with Angdu's no longer as barbed as it had been in the Fathoms, it seemed to me the two were back to more their relaxed selves I knew. Can't exactly say more relaxed for Kim though, cause that's how he's always been. At least from what I've seen. In any case, fine, you are released. You've given me a hard shake. I don't feel so good. Say, Angdu, I'm afraid they may have gone overboard with upgrading your arm. With your hem released, allow me to reiterate that. Stop! My heart finds peace as well, as I watch them bicker. Is everyone doing okay? Yes, Executive Manager. Our forces have only suffered minor injuries that do not require you to go through the troubles of rewinding the clock. Hang on, mate. I've got a dislocated shoulder. I can pop that right back into place for you. Allow me, I've taken care of similar injuries in the field. Yeah, and guess what happened the last time I let you do that? You rotated my bloody arm the wrong way and turned the bones in my shoulder into little chips. Don't sweat it, I can rewind that. By now I've already grown used to the pain of rewinding the sinner's injuries. The dislocated shoulder shouldn't be a big deal. I have ought to ask thee a clarification if thou wilt. Yeah? Dost thou recall how, as we battled the Encore's pin frame team, the foes had taken photographs of us? And? They are those who are sent to identify and capture the one who hath violated a taboo, forsooth? As we stood in their path, 'tis no mystery why we had to come to blows, yes. Yet I find this to be most perplexing. Wherefore did they take so many photographs of us? Maybe they were taking photographs to report their locations? Recording footage is a taboo in Encore, meaning they can't install security cameras here. Their only option for keeping a consistent record when tracking down a case or person is by photographs. Fine words hold water, yet most puzzling, forsooth. For I recall with clarity, from a certain point, They had begun photographing us with renewed obsession. Oh, hey, that sounds like a question for Mersault. Given how often I had to rely on the information Mersault had provided me in this mission, I think I've gotten enough practice on how to phrase my questions the right way and pull the answers I need from him. I couldn't get him to tell us his own judgments on matters, but he seems to have a most near photographic memory of what he's seen. Mersault, do you remember how many pictures of us the Encore staff took? I do, 56 times. That's a lot of pictures. You actually remember the exact number of times they shot us? I do. It's always so neat seeing his memory in action. So, did you get the chance to see which one of us got the most photographs taken? I did. Oh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Me? I make for a fine model if I say so myself. No, it wasn't you. It was me. Huh? But why? I mean, what's the most statistically likely reason that it was you? It was at that moment I heard the sound of pebbles crunching under boots approaching us. Louder and louder. What the heck? Encore. Oh, dang it, are you here because we beat up some of you guys? Listen here, we had to because of the distortion, see? It is as she says, the skirmish was an unfortunate consequence of combating the distortion phenomenon. Limbus Company provides a customer damage recompensation program in case of such unforeseen events. Instead of engaging us in battle, please elect to contact the emergency response team at our headquarters as your first... Yeah, we fully understand circumstances surrounding the battle. We intend to submit an expeditious request for damage compensation as you've recommended. But we are here on different business, so if you would be so kind as to let us speak. Different business? They are here to arrest me, manager. Hold on, Mersault. Let's hear them out. Wait, what? Mersault did not resist. He walked past us and joined the group of Encore employees. Please confirm you are Mersault, formerly One Who Nails, and a former member of the maintenance and management team at the Grand Magasin Sisyphe headquarters. Confirmed. By the decree of the Giants, you have been expelled from Encore with imprisonment as the penalty for non-compliance. Pursuant to Article 12 of Vacation Regulations, you have also been informed that remaining in Encore's district more than 6 hours may subject you to immediate arrest. Please confirm your memory pertaining to the above incident has not been expunged, and you are of sound mind to recall it in entirety. Confirmed. Very well. Then, in keeping with the regulations, I hereby notify you that you are now subject to arrest and transport. Place your hands behind your back and please offer no resistance. I am required to inform you that resistance may incur further penalties. Wait, stop! What the hell is going on? Wait, forget all that. Did you know this would happen, Mersault? Mersault, who stood calmly with his arms behind his back as the Encore employees handcuffed him, nodded placidly in my direction. I did, manager. Then why the heck did you want... It was less a question and more of a reflex, but I didn't need to hear his reply to know why. Right, I never asked, did I? You did not. I'd say you should have warned us way earlier, but you just reply, I will follow those instructions going forward, right? Yes, I would. Subject now in custody. From this moment onward, you are considered a suspect and will be transported to Encore headquarters for your trial. As for the rest of you, would you be the organization the suspect is a part of? Organize your ass. What in the bloody hell do you think you're... Heathcliff, you are about to antagonize Encore, a wing. In the absence of a reasoned justifiable cause, such as a contract, engaging in battle with the city's corporal entities is strongly discouraged. Yeah? And we're just supposed to just twiddle our thumbs while they drag him away? This must be another piece of information they neglected to tell me. Yet another development that was set in stone. Despite her calm and collected explanation, I could tell that this was not a pleasant situation for Force either. and she was sending an uncomfortable glance at the Encore's employees. So, where are you taking it? A retrial we rescheduled for the execution of the exile's sentence. They replied dispassionately as they took Meursault into custody. We looked back at them, not knowing what to do or say. The late afternoon sun pricked at us like 1,000 hot needles. Meursault, now in cuffs, gazed at us with an expression that would not have seemed out of place on any ordinary day. Oh no! The Meursault Canto isn't going to let us use Meursault for most of it. Well, that bites. I want to look at something. These aren't listed down as unique bleed. They do inflict bleed and they do have tremor stuff on them, but they aren't unique bleed. I get the feeling that if we pick up the Encore staff that have pinning nails or the like, then they're going to give us some... Then they'll change it just slightly so it can be unique bleed or unique tremor or something of the like, so that they have... Like, if this is the only form of bleed they can get, then it would have to be unique bleed, right? Anyway, ooh, that's a mess. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.